Can rotation of time be logically possible? Let's investigate. We have two space stations, separated by a distance of 3 light years. A spaceship is going to travel from one station to the other at 0.6 times the speed of light. Their clocks show months and years and are synchronized before acceleration. This is a visualization of how Einstein's model dictates the clocks must behave, as modeled by the traveler. Notice how, during accelerations, the distant moving clock must run very fast. This is due to the so-called rotation of the time axis. So, let's get the show on the road. While in the traveling inertial frame, the traveler measures the total traveled distance as length contracted to 2.4 light years. You, as a distant observer, are in the same reference frame with the traveler. The second acceleration again causes the other distant clock to run fast. After stopping next to the other station, the traveler must conclude that both stations' clocks are once again synchronized. This all seems possible, right? Not so fast. Let's consider a slightly modified experiment. This time, the traveler starts 1 light year away from the red station. They accelerate to the same relative speed, but then accelerate to stop at the location of the red station. Let's roll it. Here, during the second acceleration, the traveler concludes that the distant clock must tick backwards in time. It is because, after the two relative rotations of the time axis, the two stations' clocks must become synchronized again. Let's take another look at this, but now, investigate what the traveler should expect to observe visually. So, roll it again. Now as the distant clock begins to run backwards, it first reaches the reading of 3.1 years. These photons now travel a bit less than 3 light years to the traveler. A reading of 2 years is transmitted upon when the station's clocks become synchronized again. These photons travel exactly 3 light years to reach the traveler. Einstein's model collapses here, as at the station, the traveler expects to observe the distant clock run backwards, and anyone that stayed at the station do not. If the distant clock did not run backwards, the station's clocks could never become synchronized again for the traveler. Einstein's model is logically contradictory.